Hi, this is Melody with Melody's Music Therapy. Today is July 15th, 2022. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record part of my music therapy session yesterday, so I am here today. For those of you who are here for the music rather than some of the other shared content, I'm going to start with the song first. Afterwards, if you're interested, please stick around and you'll learn why I couldn't record yesterday and why I am wearing these glasses. So what I'm going to do today is to sing a cappella, which means without accompaniment, and I am going to chant actually a Hebrew prayer, and I'm doing this from memory. I probably learned this about 20 years ago. To anyone out there who speaks Hebrew, I apologize if I am mispronouncing things or potentially combining different songs and this isn't all what I think it is. Unfortunately, I'm not in a position right now to be able to look things up and double check, so please just take this with the intent, which is just to enjoy the music and to be calming and grounding. After I chant, I will sing what I chant the Hebrew. I will sing what I believe is the crux of the interpretation in English. And for anyone out there who may be sensitive, that does contain the word Lord. So as for the Hebrew, the two words you want to look out for are Adonai, which means Lord, and Shalom, which means peace. And we'll just see how it goes. And I think my cat's making an appearance. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this. Just take it for what it is. Son, Imrefi, Ve'yoni bi lefanecha, Adonai Tzuri v'goali, Adonai Tzuri v'goali, Oseh Shalom b'imromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'meru. Amen. May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. O Lord, my rock and strength, and my redeemer. be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. Amen. So I believe those two go together, the Hebrew and the English. I'm not absolutely positive, but in any case, I hope that you enjoyed it. The English version is actually best done in a round with two people. So in the description box, I will be providing a link to myself singing this as a round with my music therapist. It's really beautiful. I encourage you to listen to it, particularly if you just need to calm down. So, I feel better. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please take a moment and hit the like button, the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make a comment. I don't like to consistently ask for these things, but it's becoming kind of a YouTube requirement, and it is helpful in order to make the video more accessible to others. So I would appreciate it if you would help me out in that way. Okay, so if you came for the music, that portion is over. If you want to hear a little more what's going on, please stick with me. Here we go. So, as most of you know, if you follow me regularly, I do contend with a variety of medical conditions, or physical conditions, I should say, as well as mental health conditions. They play off each other, you know. I mean, if you're in chronic pain, you're going to be in a crappy mood. And if you're suffering from extreme depression or anxiety or other mental health symptoms, it's going to make it more difficult for you to engage in activities and routines to lessen your pain or other physical symptoms. So it's really a cycle. The two play off each other, and it is so hard to manage and so freaking frustrating. Okay. So in my case, anyone who comes over, be it a friend, excuse me, a caregiver, a music therapist, social worker, nurse, whatever, when you come in here, you have no idea what you're going to find. I can be up, walking around, fine, functioning. You would never know that I struggle with these things. I could just be moving a little slow. I could be in pain or having, numbness and tingling. I could have severe migraine, which for me is disabling, literally to the point where I have wound up in the ICU with them. So it's pretty severe. You just never know what you're going to find, whether or not I'm going to be able to have a coherent conversation, whether or not I'm going to be able to see well, you just don't know. So the people in my life are extremely flexible. And when my music therapist got here yesterday, I was laying in bed with bandages on both of my eyes. And I was like, hey, I can't see. And I'm not going to move. And this is just due to one of my conditions. Sometimes my eyes act up and they need a break. So anyway, what we did yesterday, I am going to share a little bit because I'm excited about it. I believe it was last week during one of my infusions at the hospital, I finally wrote a song, or at least I had written the lyrics, to a song about school safety, which is something I've wanted to do. I don't often write my own music, as you know, but I'm trying to do that more, and this is going to be one of those original pieces. So the last time I saw my music therapist, we worked on putting most of that to music, but we still had a little bit to do, and that's what we did most of yesterday. because I couldn't do anything else. So we finished that, putting it to music, and she made a recording for me so that if I still can't read my own lyrics, I can listen to it enough to learn it, and so you can look forward to that recording coming out soon. I'm very excited because it's been on my mind, but I just can't force these things to come. They either come or they don't, and it finally did, and I'm hoping it'll make a difference. So you can look forward to that within the next week or two, hopefully sooner rather than later, but since I never know what's going to happen, I really can't promise anything. So that's what she dealt with yesterday, and I was not in a position to get up, turn on the computer, do whatever, try to record anything for you guys. I was just trying to stay safe by staying still in bed. That's what happened yesterday. As for today, I'm better. The bandages have been removed. I just have to be careful. And so right now I'm wearing the dark glasses, but really for the most part, I need to just wear a mask and keep my eyes closed. So primary coping tool, as usual, music. And one thing I've done in my music therapy, and I'd never heard of this, even though it seems pretty elementary, but I hadn't heard of it prior to seeing my music therapist, was to compose music lists for different purposes. So I have like a comfort list, and I have an upbeat song list. I have a grief list. I have a whole bunch of them. Unfortunately, I can't look right now to tell you what they all are. But that's a very good tool. For me, I put them on YouTube and then it'll just play through the lists. I know some people use other apps like Spotify or Apple Music maybe. I'm not sure if you can make your own list on Apple Music. But anyway, I encourage you to do that. And one of the highlights of my week actually has been sharing this information with some people I've come across on Twitter who are really struggling right now, and just being able to share that technique and suggest some songs. For me, a lot of it is my own music, my own recordings. I'm my number one fan. But you don't have to do that. You can just take all your favorite songs for when you're in various moods and group them together and have those lists and use them. So hopefully that's a tip for you to use or pass along. I hope you enjoyed this song. I wish I could say more, but I can tell that I'm kind of running out of steam. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the music. Again, I will be linking the round below. I think I'm also going to link a more extensive version of my Hebrew chanting in case you enjoyed that. And I will see you again, or at least you'll see me again next week. Thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, please interact, like, share, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. I appreciate you very much.